up, y'all? You tuned in to Str8Drop Uncut with your girl Chella H, the realest bitch in it. You know what it is.
And it's your boy Big Boss Bo Deal. You already know what it do.
Sweeper. You already know, Bo. How was your week?
My week was good. You know, like I said, I got a lot of businesses going on right now. Business ventures, you know what I'm saying, with the real estate.
True.
Just trying to get this house finished to get it sold.
Exactly.
I see you doing what you do though.
I mean, you
got
know
the
that's
stove
what
popping,
I do.
music popping.
Yeah, back on the music thing. You know, I had fell off the scene a little bit, trying to just preserve my energy and just expand my talents like LeBron. But you know, it is what it is. Today we got one of my favorite brothers, positive black brothers in the house.
Facts.
Corporate, y'all give it up for Corporate.
Facts.
God, what in?
Corporate, what's good? It's great to have you.
Man, blessings. I appreciate the invite. Most certainly.
It's only right. It's only right.
We had to. Look, for starters, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people know what you do. They love your skits. They love what you bring to the table. Let the people know exactly where you from in Chicago.
Most certainly. Well, of course, for some of y'all that may not be in tune, you know what I'm saying? My name Corporate, and I'm an artist and entertainer from Chicago, you feel me?
Oh, God.
And, you know, I done resided on different sides of the city, you know what I'm saying? I done been out west, you know what I'm saying? Went to Herbert Spencer for elementary school. Over east, you know what I'm saying? I done stayed over there in Terrortown. I done stayed in the pocket, you know what I'm saying? I graduated from Corliss. I used to stay on the 113th in Wentworth. Went to Hillcrest my freshman and sophomore year. Whole time I was out there in Country Club Hills for a couple years. Once my OG had came up on a new little job situation, you know what I'm saying? But then once life came down, like, what you doing? A couple years later, sent us back to the land. You feel me? You know how life go. It's a up and down roller coaster, but it's a wonderful ride nevertheless. And as y'all know, you know what I'm saying, I'm representing the city, you know what I'm saying, I'm a voice for the south side, for the west side, you know what I'm saying, even the North Pole as they call it, you know what I'm saying, the Wild Hundreds, you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to unify the city and put the, you know what I'm saying, the whole location, you know what I'm saying, on a higher level, on God.
That's what's up, on God. I know this is just a little pet peeve of mine that I want to know personally. The on God, did you change the spelling of the name for a reason?
Indeed. What it was, you know what I'm saying, when I started the Chicago videos, January of 2016, you know what I'm saying, that was the first time that I, you know what I'm saying, brought on God to a popular place. And after, you know, putting in so much work, I started noticing that, you know, different people was putting on God on shirts and hats. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much trying to capitalize off of my hard work.
Right.
Wasn't too much I could really do about it for real. Even the words on and God, like, you know what I'm saying, they too common to really be trademarked for real. So what I did is I took God and changed the spelling and trademarked it.
Exactly.
So now, you know what I'm saying, people know that spelling is an association with me. So that automatically voids ONGOD with everything else. Because a lot of people will hit me up and be like, man, I'm finna buy this On God shirt, or I just bought this On God shirt, you know what I'm saying? You know, as if they were supporting me.
Exactly.
But now, you know what I'm saying, if you supporting me, you know what I'm saying, I got a whole logo for On God, so they know, like, okay, this corporate situation. So that's why I changed the spelling.
Exactly. I figured it was something with that.
Absolutely.
Great thinking. One thing I admire about you, you're very intellectual. You always have your kids with you, and that's good to see. Bo is another great father. So, you know, we want to just give some praises to the positive black brothers who keep their kids and spend time with them, because that's matter, because it's very rare.
Right.
And, you know, we just wanted to, you know, give y'all some dabs.
Man, we
for that.
appreciate it.
I know that you said you represent all sides, south side, west side, north side, all of that. But at the end of the day, which side, like me, I love the west side. I love the east side. I love everywhere. But low end is my territory. So, you know, which side do you hold down the most?
It'd have to be the south side. You know what I'm saying? I spent the most time on the south side.
You
like,
hear me?
You know what I'm saying? And the slang that, you know what I'm saying, I communicate in a lot of my productions and my raps and all that, you know what I'm saying, it's more so from the South Side.
Exactly.
Over East.
I mean, you know,
South side in this bitch.
West side and North Pole in here too, though. Cause
Oh,
I'm gonna hold it down. I'm a giant.
I know.
You and all this low end shit.
But
anyway,
oh, my kids.
How did you get into the YouTube videos, and what inspired you to do that? Like, how did that come about? You know, because I know you're a talented artist, and you know what I'm saying. But to do the YouTube skits that you do, like, what brought that about?
Actually, Brazil Marie, my oldest daughter, she the one that inspired me to really rock with the YouTube. She was, you know, introducing me to different influences online, like CJ So Cool, you know what I'm saying, and a few others that a lot of the kids watch. And I got to studying them. And then I found out it was a significant bag.
You hear me?
In YouTube.
That monetization.
That bag different.
You hear me?
So I instantly, we on the YouTube with it. You feel me? And I just stay consistent. And you know, YouTube is a very hard platform to, you know what I'm saying, really gain some traction with. But, you know, you just have to be consistent and stay with the quality. And I actually remember the Black Chicago Be Like video that allowed me to get access to the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Excuse you. That allowed me to get access to the algorithm and, you know, had me popping up in the recommended to Milan Monroe. Thank you. Pardon me, I was on daddy duty for a second. But it allowed me to get access to the recommended tabs and, you know what I'm saying, featured parts of YouTube. And it was the Black Chicago Be Like video I did when I told a story about when I had my first fight. And it's not that boring, my G. Boy, I tell you, these kids are something else, aren't they? But it was a video when I told about my first time having a fight. And I had a little black skin, dark skin kid by the name of Dejan. Shout out to Dejan, Jesse Owens, Elementary. He played me, and I was in the video as well. And it was a story about when I had my first fight.
Right.
And I don't know, I guess the kids just took to it, and, you know, they rushed it, and it just kind of took off. And I remember I went from 25K to 50K in like 4 days on the subscribers. And I'm just like, what's going on here?
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Fast forward, almost 1.2 million subscribers. The subscribers, they never stop. You know what I'm saying? And that YouTube platform is different. It's a whole nother universe. Yeah. I don't have the same fans on it that I have everywhere. So a lot of times I got YouTube exclusive content that I use to interact with my fans on YouTube and my supporters. So yeah, it's pretty decent.
Did you expect it to take off as fast as it did? You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like just yesterday I was watching the YouTube video that I saw first. It was on Instagram where you was, you know, whole time we at the party and you know what I'm saying? That was the first time I was introduced to you.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Was that the first skit that like put you in the face of hundreds of thousands of people, or was it before that? And I was just late catching up.
Well, whole time that the first Black Chicago the first was actually Chicago Niggas Be Like.
Okay.
When I was sitting in the car telling the story that ran off on the plug, that one. That was the first one that got me recognition in Chicago.
Okay.
But the first video that I ever did that was like worldwide, probably to this very date, there is no video I've ever done that has ever went more viral than that video. It was a video with me in Brazil called Strap Up.
Okay.
Very simple video that like went, I think you got black viral, then you got white viral. That one went white viral. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother viral.
I was just sitting in the car, and very simple script I came up with. Sitting in the car, Brazil in the back seat. I told her, I was like, put your seatbelt on. And then she was like, why? And I'm like, so you could be safe. Now strap up. And she was like, you don't strap up. And I'm like, yes, I do. She was like, then how was I born then? Simple.
I remember that.
And Lisa Ray, Mike Epps, Nelly, it was ridiculous. Like, I feel like Ricky Smiley posted it too. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it was crazy. But, you know, that was my first, like, super viral video. But, you know, you gotta stay consistent. One of the lessons I learned from that video was about watermarking your videos. And I missed a lot of traffic because I didn't watermark that video. So nobody knew, you know what I'm saying, who it was or how to get in touch with that person.
Right.
So I was probably keeping it consistent for probably like 5-6 months after that. And then that's when I came up with the Chicago Niggas Be Like, you know what I'm saying, video, which was watermarked. And then I just took off from there.
One thing I like about your Chicago Niggas Be Like it's very real, because Chicago niggas do be like. So when a lot of Chicago people see your videos, it's just like that. Like, you saying what's in niggas' heads when they go into the chick crib, all of that. So it's very interesting. One thing everybody want to know: do you be cracking those girls? Like, on your IG, like, you one of the, with all due respect, you one of the guys who got all different baddies in your video. My girl Mona, I mean, you didn't have them all. South side, west side, north side, thick, small, short, midgets, precious, all that. So do you ever be cracking them after the skits? I think everybody want to know that.
Certainly never.
Never?
Okay.
Okay.
I've never hit not one of the women in any of the videos.
Okay, let's look in the camera and say that again.
I have never hit any one of those lovely black queens that I've ever featured in a video.
Okay.
My professionalism and integrity is always at the forefront whenever I work, you know what I'm saying, with these women. And of course, they can vouch for that. You know, I think a lot of men, they'll be like, bro, how you could be up on these females and not be aroused or just, you know what I'm saying, woo out the band, man. I think the best way for me to describe it, right? I remember when I was working at the bank and people used to be like, what is it like working at the bank, like around all that money, woo out the band, man? The simple answer is not my money. So how could I get excited or just be doing the most with females and it's not that? That's kind of corny to me, for real. That makes it easy for me to be able to keep my composure out the bam. Like, it's not that. They're not mine. That hasn't been established. You know what I'm saying? This is work. I'm benefiting them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By, you know, them getting the proper exposure out the bam, and they're benefiting me by assisting me with bringing these ideas, you know what I'm saying, that I have to life. So, I mean, with that being said, like, that's how, you know what I'm saying, it's just able to just be that. Like, you hear me. So,
I feel you. And that takes great character and discipline. So that's something that's a plus with you as well. Ain't that right? Discipline.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because it got to be, I won't say hard, I'm not a man, but, you know, you got all these girls, you know, y'all some strong, black, successful men, and, you know, you got thigh buckets that be just ready. So it's just good to have that type of professionalism and discipline.
Yeah, for sure. But when you know what I'm saying, the bigger goal, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
Or if you, and especially if you got something good at home, you know, it's not worth risking or losing it over,
most
you know what I'm
certainly.
saying,
Especially
15
if you
minutes.
got something good at
If
home.
it's 15 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Probably 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you, you know, I'm a lady, so we want to know, you know, I had to speak for the women. You know, we want to get to the, are you single? Like, you are? Okay,
Yeah,
so those DMs are open. Ladies, slide in. 3,
Don't do
2,
it.
1.
Don't do it. Because I'm a real one. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm not going to give you what you want, baby. Okay? I'm just focused on my children and what I'm doing.
So don't waste your time.
Don't even waste your time. I ain't going to lie to you. You're going to be mad as hell, disappointed. Don't think you finna, no, maybe I can get him. No, that shit cook. It's OV. You hear me? It's over with. Don't even worry about it, baby.
Okay, seeing as though you single and you ain't looking for nobody to slide in your DMs, how does a woman, a nice intellectual, professional woman, get a man like Corporate's attention?
You know, to just have something to offer mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I've had women to come in my DM and come straight on business with the news and everything. I'm just not, that doesn't excite me.
Period.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of killed yourself off top. I'm just really not. I know a lot of niggas, they do, you know what I'm saying, embrace that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that what can that do for you in the grand scheme of things? Like, you know what I'm saying? I work extremely hard to, you know what I'm saying, be able to live comfortably and make sure that my children don't want for anything. Like, so, like, I guess one of my main concerns would be, like, how can you add to that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't add to that, what is the point? And that
Right.
ain't even about spending money, but like mentally, how can you make me a
Bring
better
something
person?
to the
Because anybody that's associated with me, they learn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about learning and teaching. That's why it's messages in every video. I teach and everything in my music.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about teaching. If I can't learn from nothing from you, move around.
Yeah, now I see you have your kids a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You bring them so many events I done came to, and you always have them with them. Like that's one of the things I admire from you. You know what I'm saying? Like being a strong black father. Do you have custody of your children, or you just always? You know what I'm
I
saying?
just have them.
You have them a lot.
I don't
Okay.
have any issues with having them or anything because I work for myself. That allows me to be more available to having while they mothers are working
Right.
and
Right.
everything. And then plus I just love having my children with me. For I love my children to death.
Right.
I
See,
got
that's
3
the same
daughters.
situation
You
I
know what I'm
get.
saying? Like
Right.
Milan Monroe. I got 3 daughters, like, you know what I'm saying? And I raise them and I teach them. And, I just want them to be productive members of society. Brazil Marie, my oldest daughter, I'm working on her brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought about her being a brand before she was born. Even with all my kids, they have names that I can hear as brands.
Exactly.
Brazil Marie, Iceland Dior, Milan Monroe, Brazil Marie bags. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this vision a long time ago, so I'm just making sure each one of them decent one at a time.
I understand and I
Yeah.
respect that. Quick question again, the women we want to know.
Oh,
With you having 3 daughters, correct? 3 beautiful daughters.
Oh,
May
God.
I add that?
Blessings.
Are they by the same mothers?
No, ma'am.
Do they mothers get along? Like you seem to be very good at communicating, so I can see you really having it all together so everybody is like cordial. Is it like that?
There's no drama.
Okay.
There's no drama. I think the drama is on. I do what I'm supposed to do, so it can't be too much drama.
That's good.
Like
That's
you know what I'm
what's
saying. I
up.
don't make it easy for drama to surface. Let's just say
I
that.
could see that.
Yeah,
I
right,
can
he
see
the
that.
good one. Cause like I say
can
that all
see
the
that.
time. People be like, "How do I have? I don't have no drama, no baby mama drama. We good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a father and as a man. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as you do that, you're gonna be good.
Absolutely.
You know. Now, one thing what I want to get to is your music, right? Because a lot of people know you through the skits, through
Indeed.
the comedy and all of that. But what you're doing, I love what you're doing because you're using that comedy to get to the bigger picture, which is your music. Because your
certainly.
music have substance. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got bars and really spitting. You talking about something. So what the comedy is not what you. That's not the goal. Your goal is to push that music, right?
Indeed.
So let the people know about your music. Like, how would you describe the music that you make?
In real life, I'm not chatty. I don't really talk much. So I do a lot of communicating through the music as far as my thoughts and ideas. I'm an introvert in real life. I don't know. I really do all my socializing through the music. For real, Milan Monroe. I'm all about teaching, creating vibes. You know what I'm saying? I got different flavors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really. Well, I know a lot of people they say I sound like Big Sean. I hear that a lot, but I mean I can't really help that we got the same tone of voice. You know what I'm saying? But we both got 2 different stories to tell. Or they say I may deliver, you know what I'm saying, raps like Drake. I started doing spoken word in junior high school, in my junior year of high school. So I really been real thoughty and wordy and lyrical for, you know what I'm saying, a long time. But of course, when people get out there before you, now all of a sudden you coming behind them or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just finished the album, produced by D Brooks Exclusive, and everything will make sense once you hear it. I really address a lot of stuff on gratitude, the first track. You know what I'm saying? And I set the tone. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, I just go from there. I just released Don't Tweak a couple days ago. It's doing pretty decent. I appreciate the streams. No, it'll be on streaming platforms next week, but the views on the video so far, I think it's like 200-something thousand so far. So I don't doubt that I'll be able to hit 1 million. The next single, Real Tears, You know,
Chills through the spine.
no, really serious. Like after this, I'm gonna show it to y'all. Like Real Tears is for Chicago. It's corporate featuring Brazil Marie. Like you know what I'm saying, and you know it's just to address what's going on, and you know just kind of talk to the city and bring awareness to just how serious it is. Like I still get chills whenever I, you know what I'm saying, listen to Real Tears. Some people have cried when they listen to Real Tears. So you know what I'm saying, I got serious stuff. You know what I'm saying. One of my singles called Inside I released. That was for the ladies. You know what I'm saying. Talking my talk. You feel me? It's just different vibes on there. You know what I'm saying. I'm telling about my life. In gratitude, I was, you know, going personal about, you know, some deaths that I went through. I'm not really chatty. I'm not the type to post about what's going on in my real life. So, you know, people don't really know. But, you know, I be going through some real life stuff for real. People wonder why when they see me, I'm so serious. Like, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, and different from the videos. I address that in gratitude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you want to get, you know, more of a deeper understanding of me and, you know, catch some vibes, the proposal. The album is definitely on the way, so stay tuned.
How soon you dropping that?
The team, we kind of trying to, you know, time it. Hopefully within the next 3 weeks. No more than a month. You know what I'm saying?
Forward
That's
to
on the way.
that. We look forward.
It's
Like
on the
it's
way,
on the
though.
way.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Because I see you talk that real shit, but then you tell him, you know, you want a real bag, you better take this 40 bones.
You hear me? Huh?
I know a lot of times, well, a couple of times in conversation, you don't really like to be referred to as a comedian. Is it a reason for that?
Well, you know, even with the videos, it was just kind of a talent I didn't know I had, for real. Even when I first started doing the videos in 2015, and that was April 2015. The first Chicago video didn't even come to January 2016, so I was working for a while. And my man's and I was like, man, go ahead and do it. You funny as hell. Ooh, I could be on. I'm just like, I don't know, G. Ooh, like. And then after that, I kind of found a talent for, you know, screenwriting and directing, because I edit, shoot, and everything myself off my phone.
Still?
Every day. Yeah,
Okay.
Still, same game.
That's
Oh,
what's
so
up.
Everything off the phone.
Yeah.
Everything's off the phone. So it's like I didn't know, like, that I had that, you know what I'm saying, talent. So now I'm trying to, like, you know, grow it to the point where I could be considered Chicago's Tyler Perry, quite honestly.
That's
so
what's up.
I'm working towards that as well.
Yeah, I know you do your editing. A while back, I did the Family Matters video,
God,
and I
most
remember when you was like shooting it yourself and editing, and it was just so it's good to see the growth. I'm real proud of you. So,
Blessings. Thank you.
we wanted to know, as far as like, since we was on the subject of comedy, do you have anybody like, aside from, I know the baby kind of showed you the way as far as the comedy and the YouTube, but are there any like comedians that you was like growing up? Like I know for me growing up, I always liked the ratchet comedians. I always liked the ratchet rappers, the Kims and stuff like that. So they kind of made me inspired as far as going that route. Do you have anybody that you looked up to or inspired you aside from just your own story?
Aside of watching like Martin and Fresh Prince, I didn't ever pay attention to comedy. I always was focused on music. Rap, Kanye is my number one, you know what I'm saying, influence of all time creatively. The like, as far as the humor and everything in the videos just kind of came from me. I never really studied anyone or, you know what I'm saying, took anything from, you know, any of the forefathers of comedy.
Well, I think Martin and Fresh Prince is some good ones.
Okay.
I can see that because they have a more natural improv type comedy, and you do as well. So I can see that.
Well, that's crazy though, to not be inspired by no comedians and nothing like that, and it fell in your lap like that. Like, you one of them stories where when you say I was made for this shit, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't worked for this shit, it was here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once I saw it, then I pushed hard, you know what I'm saying, to get it. But you don't hear those kind of stories that often. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing within itself.
Most certainly.
How you feel about like the other comedians from the city, like well, not comedians but internet, like Reggie Baby, Ha Ha Davis, like those type guys that's doing the same type things that that you doing? You know what I'm saying?
I'm friends with a lot of them.
Okay.
I haven't met Hi Davis as of yet. I support everybody. You know, I have conversations with Reggie Baby, Prince T, Mojo, Skin Bone, giving them advice. I'm not stingy with the advice. I want everybody to grow, so
that's what's up.
they get all merch. I've been trying to give advice and, you know what I'm saying, put people on to my frame of thinking for a couple years now. So, you know, it haven't changed for real. I support everybody in their endeavors. I'm not, you know, I'm not interested in giving out like handouts. I rather, as opposed to, you know, giving you the dinner, I prefer to, you know, teach you how to go catch your game.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, so you can feed yourself and your family for, you know what I'm saying, ages to come.
That's right. One thing I do like about your skits is they not just funny. The knowledge is
Indeed.
a plus. So that's something that stands out. You know, it ain't just about being funny like you said about the whole strap up thing. Yeah, strap up, but you ain't strap up neither. So I like that.
All right, so what's next for your brand? Like, where do you see your brand going now, in the future?
Right now, a lot of you know, different projects that I'm about to be writing. I have a couple new series that's coming. I did Black Chicago Be Like the series season 1. Did great. 11 episodes. Somewhere around 35 million views now on YouTube. Working on season 2. Hopefully Netflix rock with me for season 2.
Exactly.
More music on the way. You know, just kind of working both of those lanes. I know some people, you know, they may be like, man, you remind me of Dave Chappelle, or, you know what I'm saying, Bam. I would have to more so say I'm kind of following the footsteps of Childish Gambino, in a sense. That's kind of what lane I'm playing. So I'm trying to get the Grammys and the Oscars.
Period.
And the Emmys.
I hear you. Random, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but your dreads grew a lot.
Indeed.
I noticed that from the first time when we did the skit. They was like a little nubby. Now they long and swinging. That's what's up. They healthy.
Time.
Yeah.
It's power in the dreads.
It is power in the dreads and power in the whole look and image. And speaking of look and image, I was stalking your IG, and I saw you had this real clean cut picture. It was like the white shirt with the tie.
Indeed.
And it was just real upscale, and I like that look on you. What do you feel about the looks that's changing with the guys? Like, a lot of the guys, you know, the jeans getting tighter, the shirts getting smaller. Are you into like the skinnier jeans? We had
For real, did you see the picture of For Real?
You did.
No. Now, what do you think of? What do you think about? Is that something you can see yourself pulling off, or what do you think about men that try and pull that off?
Man, I don't, you know, how that's, now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might not be right for you, may not be right for some. Like, that's really the song of my life. Like, I really don't judge, really. You know, some stuff may be like, oh, okay. But I don't really, you know what I'm saying, think too much. I think everybody got their own, you know what I'm saying, mind about things. I prefer my jeans to fit. I remember back in the day, I prefer for 2-3 niggas to fit in my jeans.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying, now I prefer for my jeans and my, you know what I'm saying, shirts to fit. I really just be focused for real. Even when a lot of stuff be happening with people like, you know, the R. Kelly thing, or, you know what I'm saying, I keep my comments to myself. I don't, you know, when you in the public eye, you know what I'm saying, yo, your privacy. Okay, just wait a minute. Your privacy is gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be able to, you know, stay in my lane. Like, and I know how it feels when the whole world just got something to say.
Yeah.
About one thing or another. Like, you know, so I don't never like to contribute to, you know what I'm saying, somebody else's, you know what I'm saying. I really just be focused for real. Even when a lot of stuff be happening with people like, you know, the R. Kelly thing, or, you know what I'm saying, I keep my comments to myself. I don't, you know, when you in the public eye, you know what I'm saying, yo, your privacy. Okay, just wait a minute. Your privacy is gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be able to, you know, stay in my lane. Like, And I know how it feels when the whole world just got something to say.
Yeah.
About one thing or another. Like, you know, so I don't never like to contribute to, you know what I'm saying, somebody else's, you know what I'm saying, situations and so on. So I don't really comment too much about what people. Hey, live your life to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's not promised. If you want to wear the purse, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got it. Like, I don't really got too much to say about it. Shout out to Pharrell. Shout out to all of you. Yeah, I'm just, you know, tunnel vision on what I got going on, you know what I'm saying, and how my kids is coming.
Exactly. It's a lot going on in the world. We was conversing earlier about a lot of the crime that's taking place. Like down in Fort Worth, I believe, it was a situation where police officer Aaron Dean killed the black woman in her own home. Her name was Tatiana Jefferson. You familiar with the subject? Indeed. And weeks before that, it was another situation where the same thing occurred. And, you know, you had the white lady and she killed the black man. And, you know, people were offended because the judge was hugging her and the bailiff. How do you feel about those type of situations? Like,
they really put fire in my heart, man. Like, even what was that? Was that the situation with Laquan McDonald? Where he shot him 16 times, was it?
Yeah.
And even like, and then, you know, you'll have stuff like that happen, and then you'll have a movie come out like, what was it? The movie on Netflix, How They See Us?
Yeah, the one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of tension between our culture and law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no fuck 12 shit, but, you know, even when they come up to me and express that they fans of my videos, it's bittersweet. Because it's kind of like I appreciate it, but then on the other hand, it's kind of like, stop talking to me. I've had so many, you know what I'm saying, fucked up run-ins with law enforcement. I do really wish at some point we can, like, kind of ease that tension and get a better understanding, or even have, you know, more measures put in place to protect us, you know what I'm saying, from law enforcement that do not do their job. I'm not saying all law enforcement is bogus, because there are some that actually do their job, you know what I'm saying, and operate according to the law and not so much by emotions and, you know what I'm saying, other things that shouldn't contribute to what they getting paid for. But you know, that subject is tear-inducing to me, for real. Like, it's disgusting. A lot of the times it just be disgusting. Like, I got pulled over 2 nights ago, and why they pulled me over is just some bullshit. And you know, just the way they treat you made me get out the car, had me all cuffed and shit, just talking shit. I was in my truck. My mans was in the car with me, and they was like, "You got a nice car too?" And then he was like, he just looking at him like, he was like, "Nah, I ain't got no car. Y'all took my car the whole time." Oh, what was it? Was it drugs or something? Like, it's just I just feel like they be trying to, like, get a reaction out of you so they can beat your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is that for? Like, even when I was younger though, I remember I got pulled over. I want to say it was like 2009. He pulled me over. I was in a Monte Carlo, 2002 Monte Carlo SS. He pulled me out. He was like, just asked me what type of car you want when you grow up. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, guess he expected me to say something basic like, I don't know about the finer things. So I'm like, a BMW, preferably something in the 700 series. Oh yeah, you look more like a Chevy and 24s type guy. That shit damages you. Like, why demean me in that fashion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even really speak on that shit. To answer your question, it's fucked up.
Okay, with the police, do you feel like it's all of them, or do you feel like it's just the white ones? Like, because I've had run-ins with black ones that just blow me.
No, some of the black ones too, but then a lot of what I found out recently, I think, is fear with the black ones, and I'll tell you why. I had a situation. I don't know if you saw a video. It was a 1-minute video where I linked up with Shorty. She was outside. I pulled up to her. She was saying something about she got a boyfriend, so then I pulled out a gun. Then she said she had she was on her period. I pulled out a tab. Like everything she said, I like had an answer for it or whatever. And now I had did it on 87 in Kenwood. That's Mary Nook. That's actually a very pleasant block. And I guess one of the neighbors saw me with the gun in my hand, so they called the police. I'm mature. I wasn't out there brandishing the weapon. I did it what I needed to do with it, and I put it up. It was a prop gun.
Right.
And man, I sat in the car and I was editing the video. 4-5 dicks pulled up. They pull up. Were you out here? I forgot what he asked, but I told him I was shooting a video. He was like, "Do you have a weapon?" I'm like, "No, it's not a real weapon. It's just a prop gun." He was like, "I need you to step out the car." So now this all white cops now. Now eventually some blue and whites pulled up and there was some black cops. They get out too. Now whole time I could pretty much look at somebody and tell if they watch my videos. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, they may speak up and clear this up.
Right.
They walk up. Their expressions didn't change. They were still just looking officery. Right. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So they had me out there jammed up. They got the prop gun. The dude was insisting it was real. I'm just like, okay, sir, that's a movie prop gun. Like, how you don't know that? So after, their little caucus amongst each other, eventually they, realized there was a prop gun and, they let me go, told me to be careful and took me out the cuffs and pulled off. Why the black cops pulled off with him and came back? Like, man, I just wanted to make sure you was good. Fuck you. Yeah. Why you ain't say nothing when they was right there? Right. Yeah. That was the goofiest shit ever, bro. Like, they could have took me to jail, G. And you was standing there like you could have cleared it up. Because I'm telling them, like, no, I do videos. Right. They ain't know, so they weren't trying to. You could have cleared that shit right up and just said, no, I'm familiar with him. He really do. They ain't say, but then you gonna come back talking about I was good. You almost saw me at the cusp of being incarcerated. So they had to be like scared, like you know what I'm saying. It's probably some type of fear within the police department. That's what makes me feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's something going on in there, like corruption. Like they should have looked out. It ain't no reason they should have played out like that. I don't know what to think about.
I know how that is. I just got pulled over last night by the police. I was driving, so I'm driving and I know I'll be on my phone, so I don't know. I'm doing all kind of. I'm driving. I had just hit the blunt earlier. I tucked it, and so they get to driving behind me, and I peeped. I'm like, damn, because even though I'm legal, it's still like I just feel like something. And I looked, but it wasn't blue and whites. Right. It was regular little Ford cars, and then I got through smoking, so I was a little paranoid. I'm like, look, I don't know if these some police or if these some niggas following me. Cause y'all gotta identify yourself, So they pull on the side, they give me the little eye, we watching you. I let them know I'm watching them too. Give them the dab. I keep driving. Next thing you know, they like, where. So here they come behind me. So he like step out the car. He tell me, pull the car over, step out the car, woo. I'm already paranoid, cause mind you, I didn't put the whole blunt in the water. I'm so paranoid, like they can't see it through the bottle of water, but cool, I didn't throw it down. So he like, did you realize your back light was out? I'm like, you sure? Cause this the new thing. It shouldn't be no lights out. Me? I'm like, you sure? So he like, yeah. So I put my foot in the car and hit the brake. I can't do both at the same time. So the black police, it was a white one and a black one. The black police officer was like, no, it's working. He was like, oh, from this side you couldn't see. So it was like, oh, you okay? Well, we were just making sure everything's okay. You keep going. So I was like, okay. But at the same time, I ain't even give him no hard time. But it's always like, I totally understand. It's like, it be crazy. It's like sometimes you be want to just go off on them. But then you got to move accordingly. Depending on, what you got, even though I ain't had nothing, but I smelling like weed, that's like rules for getting pulled over. So it's good
probable
to not,
cause.
Period, So, and the weed law's changing too. What y'all think about that in Chicago?
It should have been changed for real. I'm not really a weed smoker, really. When I do, it's only with bitches. I can't really get with smoking with niggas.
Right.
Like, it's just something about, like, you know, your turn, bro. Put it to your lips. You done, bro? All right, my turn, bro.
Exactly.
It's just going back and forth. You know, I can't really get with it for real, but, you know, I think it should have been happening for real. You know, that cannabis industry is a booming industry.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of money that can be put back into the schools, back into the community. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad. In that aspect, man, bring it. Yeah.
Yeah. They it's supposed to be legalized in the city after January. Now they talking about they about to bring in these breathalyzers. Did y'all hear about that? I'm like, they just gotta find, huh?
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they saying that they about to start in November, which is next month. They supposed to be bringing in the breathalyzers, and it's like that's gonna catch some more people up. Cause who got time to be getting a breath test? Everybody go be getting pulled over. That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's a DUI. They say that's gonna be a DUI.
Yeah,
that's always something.
Yeah, that's crazy. On our show, we do games.
Oh God.
So we got quite a few games, and the one that we wanted to do with you today is called Who Go Rad. Period. Who go rad. So I'm gonna ask you a few people, and you tell me who you go choose to rad.
Okay.
You going to do a shootout. Bling, 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 pow, 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 pow. Who go rad with you? You got Old Dog from Menace to Society. You got the baby, the rapper. He then blew a nigga back, got off, turned up. And then you got Taxstone.
Oh God.
You familiar?
Oh God.
So who would you choose out of all three?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with Old Dog.
Old
You know what I'm saying? He with the shit. You hear me? So, man, bro, we gone. We hood. We out of here.
I ain't mad at you. You stranded on a deserted island for a whole week. Just you, no phone, food and water, a little smokery. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Who would you want to take with you? Roxy Reynolds.
Oh God.
That's one. Omarosa.
Oh God.
Or one of your BMs.
Wow. Well, Omarosa, I don't know too much about her. Roxy Reynolds, her shit probably not tight no more for real. Definitely used to kill myself to shorty back in the day. That leaves me with one of my BMs.
Hey, well, that might be a good thing.
Yeah,
you know, y'all need
justice.
to
Might be able to pull it back together.
Quality time. You never know. You never know.
Wow, let's heal.
Period. We know you got a lot going on from your music, which was good to know. We just want to fill in and let the people know what's next for corporate.
Indeed.
We loving the skits. We loving the music. We actually was watching the new video that's coming with Lyrical Lemonade.
Oh God, blessings.
It looks great.
Wonderful. Shout out to APJ
Great.
Films.
Yeah, APJ Films, all of the people. But that video is like, in my opinion, it's just on point.
Man,
the
bless
clarity look, it's just the clarity. It's a whole nother game step up. So
Gotta show motherfuckers you serious.
period.
That's all.
So we looking forward to that, and we appreciate you for coming through and your beautiful daughter.
Man,
Hey,
thank you so
boo.
much.
She like, look, I'm YouTubing.
Anti. Oh God.
Yeah, she,
Right.
You know, she like, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna yarn.
You
I'm
hear
gonna
me?
play my thing. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
On my
That's
team.
what's going on.
It's okay, baby.
Yeah. So we just appreciate you. We got something special for you
Oh,
for
okay.
coming through.
Oh my.
If you
kid.
could hand me that little box right there. Yep.
And
Yep.
before you get out of here, we want to hear the real tears joint.
Most certainly.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Got you.
We just wanted to give you this courtesy of Love Handles, located at
Oh, okay.
308 East 47th
Oh
Street.
God.
They got everything now.
We
too.
got it all, so make sure y'all come through.
A blessing.
We wanted to give you a gift. because you're such a great father.
Man, thank you so much.
We got you a wallet with all the kids' name on
And
it.
I definitely
pictures.
just felt like the water ducks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's super
Period.
deep.
And you need it because guess what?
Yeah.
Ain't that nice?
That's ice.
That bankroll finna get bigger and you need somewhere to put it. So this for you.
Hey.
Love handles, y'all know what it is. 308 East 47th Street. Sweetest Day is coming up.
Please, Rock. That is very special.
Yep.
Good grief.
See?
Thank you so much.
No problem. We support and we proud of you.
Because them the ones that's draining me, so it makes sense.
Yeah, ain't
Man,
that right?
thank you so much.
Them kids be them broke best friends.
Man, you hear me?
Man, they do, man. We appreciate everything you're doing, man. I thank you for coming out, man.
Man, my pleasure.
You know, I support you with whatever it is you're doing, and anything you ever need from us, man. We on board.
Man, I appreciate it most certainly. Thank you for having me.
End of story. Y'all make sure y'all follow Corporate
Everywhere.
00
on God. You know what I'm saying? You type in Corporate anywhere or Black Chicago Be Like, and I'm right there.
Corporate with the K.
You hear me? And that's Corporate with a K, by the way. On God.
And it's on God. GAUDE.
Y'all know exactly what the fuck going on.
Period. And that's Str8Drop Uncut. Your girl Chella H.
Big Boss Bo Deal.
Period. Until next time.
On God.